Hello, beautiful soul. Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I am going to be talking about the spiritual heart, your spiritual heart, and living a life of love and some tools to help assist you in the understanding of knowing how to access and center yourself in that space of being, in your spiritual heart. Your spiritual heart is an energetic space and place of consciousness, one of love, light, and union. And when you are centered, genuinely centered within the space of being, you will experience the essence of pure love and connection. So that's how you'll know. Well, how do I know if I've gotten there? That's how you'll know. You'll experience that sense of connection to the all, and most people experience sometimes an overwhelming sense of warmth and love and joy and gratitude. Within your spiritual heart space, you're capable of experiencing a direct, immediate connection with the light and with your higher self. And so therefore, within that space of being, you can access all knowledge and answers to questions you may have. The spiritual heart center is literally an energetic space of being that resides within the area of your heart chakra, so the center of your chest. It's an actual energy center, an energetic space of being. I think it's important to understand that third dimensional pain and suffering do not exist within your spiritual heart space. Fear and terror and pain don't exist there within that pure essence of love and light. And so when you shift your conscious awareness into your heart center, and you'll know you've gotten there because those things, you won't experience those things. You won't experience fear or terror, any pain or suffering. Your conscious awareness will be one of a state of a focus on love and light. So that's another clue that you have or have not gotten there, that you're not centered in your spiritual heart. And it's important to understand that when you shift your conscious awareness, you shift your life experience. So this can be a very helpful healing tool to be able to center yourself in your spiritual heart. It's a place of calm, it's a place of guidance, it's a place of support. It's helpful to tap into that when you're feeling lost, or when you're feeling disconnected or ungrounded, or if you feel like you're confused, or there's a lack of sense of connection or unity. When your primary focus is anchored in the third dimensional realm, it's going to be void of love and unity. And so again, when you're feeling lost or cut adrift, shifting your state, your conscious state of awareness into your spiritual heart will be greatly helpful. And you'll be able to experience that sense of centered connection. So how do you get there from here? A great place to start, and an easy place to begin, is to really start to understand your relationship with yourself. Taking an honest look at your relationship with yourself. What's the current quality of your relationship with yourself? Is it one of unconditional love? Or is it one of judgment and negativity? And it's probably a little bit of both. And so the point around this being is to really shine a light upon those places and spaces where you're meeting yourself from a place of negativity and judgment, so that you become aware of those things and you can clear them out. The other helpful thing about this is to understand where you are primarily putting your focus every day, because remember that energy follows focus. And so if your primary focus is one of negativity and judgment, then that's what you will continue to call into your life experience. If your focus is one of separation, then you're probably going to feel like you're living a life that's somewhat void of love, and asking yourself, how void of love is my life? How connected do I feel? How much do I feel I'm living a life of love, and how much do I feel that energy is a part of my life? And asking these questions and understanding the quality of your relationship with yourself will help you open the door to bringing more love into your life. And that's the doorway into your spiritual heart center. Because remember, as I said earlier, if you're in your ego and you're in that state of negativity, and that dense mindset will create a block to you accessing your spiritual heart. Focusing on and moving your conscious awareness into one of a state of love, self-love in particularly, will help open the door to guide you into your spiritual heart center. So that's one of the doorways in, through understanding and focusing and knowing how you support yourself from a loving space of being every single day. So just begin by observing and reflecting upon your dynamic, and really think about what things you love about yourself and how you hold yourself in a loving space, and write those things down and make a list. So make a self-love list, a list of things that you love about yourself, ways that you hold yourself in an unconditional space of being. And post that list in a place where you're going to see it every single day, so that you can look at it and really take in and drink in that energy, so that you set your focus in a place of love, of self-love. And remember that your energetic state of being, that's like attracts like, and so that's what you would draw more of into your life. And so if you want to draw more love into your life, and you want to be able to access your spiritual heart, then shifting your focus into one of more of love and unity helps create that doorway and that pathway into your spiritual heart. Do your best to read that love list every single morning, particularly as soon as you wake up. Again, that'll set the energy for your day. And then do your best to add to your list. So can you add to your list? Ideally, adding at least one thing once a week would be great. And that list can shift and change, and that means that you're growing, and that's amazing. Another helpful way to connect and center yourself to connect with and center yourself within your spiritual heart is through creating nurturing rituals of self-love and self-care. So taking a moment to think about, do I even have any rituals in my daily routine that provide myself with nurturance, with love, with self-care? And if the answer is no, then it might be really helpful to create some self-love and nurturing rituals in your daily routine. Again, that opens the door to really allowing you to easily move into centering into your spiritual heart. One of the easiest routines that I like using is called a self-love rose bath. And so it's just using the energy, the energetic essence of rose, which really does embody the essence of the pure essence of love. It's also a very protective energy. It's a great energy to tap into and utilize when you're looking to nurture yourself from a loving, caring space of being. And so you just want to select a time, carve out a time for yourself when you're going to be alone, when you won't be disturbed, and create a relaxing, warm environment for yourself. And you're going to create a bath. So throw a handful of sea salt in the bottom of your tub, plug your drain. You can place some rose quartz near your tub, brew yourself a cup of rose Tulsi tea, light a rose candle, light some rose incense, put on some soothing music. And then what you can do is take a half a cup of organic cream and 4 drops of organic essential oil of rose, and put 4 drops of that oil into your cream. And then as you fill your tub, once the salt has somewhat dissolved into the tub, pour that oil and cream mixture into your tub. If you'd like to sprinkle some fresh or dried rose petals into your tub, that'd be great. Just make sure you put something over your drain to catch those once your bath is complete. As you're soaking in this bath, it can be very, very helpful to close your eyes and breathe deeply and soak in the tub for at least 20 minutes as you allow any bothersome thoughts that might come up or any emotions to come up, and allow those to flow into the bath water as you release them. And then as you do that, fill in energetically and drink in the essence of rose, of that love, of that support. So almost allowing that essence of rose to fill in those places and spaces that you've just cleared out. Knowing that as you drain that bath water, anything that you released, any energies that aren't your own, are going to flow down that drain into the center of the earth and be taken up and transmuted on your behalf. All you have to do is let it go. And so as you complete your bath, again, it's really important to really bring your attention to the center of your heart, the center of your chest, moving into that space of love and that essence of gratitude, and allow yourself to drink in those uplifting and positive energies. If you did use rose petals, be sure to collect those and give them back to the earth with gratitude. And then once your bath is complete, spend some time journaling about your experience. I recommend using this ritual at least once a week, particularly if you're feeling kind of tender, raw, or challenged. It can be very, very helpful. If you're struggling with finding your spiritual heart and centering in that space, then I recommend doing it once a day for 4 days, and that can be really helpful too. Another great way to find your spiritual heart space and center in your spiritual heart is through guided meditation. So I have a couple of guided meditations on my channel that you can access that are particularly geared towards accessing your spiritual heart center. And you can use those, or you can use any other guided meditation that you feel would be helpful. You can also simply use the tool of self-reflection and create your own meditation using rose quartz during that meditation. Green aventurine is another good one. Lighting rose incense again, or holding a handful of rose petals while you meditate can be very, very helpful in setting the space and the energy for you to be able to not only access but fully flow into and be centered in your spiritual heart space. So some more corresponding stones and crystals that I feel are very, very helpful in my experience are I had mentioned green aventurine and rose quartz, but additionally pink kunzite, watermelon tourmaline are really, really great facilitators when we look at accessing your spiritual heart space. Using or gazing upon the colors green or pink, that can be a great way to really hold that vibration in your space of being. So gazing upon those colors, wearing those colors during the day, utilizing those colors during meditation time can be very helpful. Calling in supportive guides such as Kuan Yin or Archangel Gabriel or Dear Spirit guide, those healing helpers can be very, very helpful when you are looking to access your spiritual heart. So utilizing those guides during dream time or meditation, asking them to support you as you move through your day. Also drinking any rose-based tea before you go into meditation time can be very, very helpful. Holding a fresh rose while you meditate and really taking in the essence and the scent of the rose can also create a beautiful space and can really help center yourself in your spiritual heart. And again, as I mentioned earlier, burning any natural rose scented candles or incense also helps create a very beautiful energetic space that facilitates the access of your spiritual heart. Above all else, I think it's important to really remember that the manner in which you energetically hold your own heart and your own heart space is an invitation to those around you to do the same. And so as you explore your spiritual heart connection, it's really important to keep in mind that love is your natural state of being. Love is your natural, innate, spiritual state of being. Perfection is not the goal here. It's a process, it's a journey, shifting energies and being able to understand these things and move into that meditative state of being and access your spiritual heart. It takes time if you've never done that before, or if you haven't done it frequently. It's a journey, it's a process. It's not about gaining perfection around it. It's just about calling the energy in, and the more you use these tools and the more you work with your spiritual heart center, the easier and the more quickly you'll be able to come to your heart center. Shifting your conscious awareness back into a primary state of love and light also takes time, because what you're doing in essence is you're repatterning things energetically. That takes time. It takes time to repattern things energetically. And so give yourself a break. Be kind and gentle with yourself. Again, this goes back to what energetic space am I holding for myself? Is it one of love or is it one of judgment? And so remember, if it's one of judgment, it's going to pull you out of your heart center. If it's one of love, it's going to call you into your heart center. Do your best to add one loving gesture act to act of self-care to your daily routine. And guess what? Before you know it, you will be centering in your spiritual heart with ease and with peace. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Until next time, bye-bye.